Hey coin enthusiasts, welcome back to another exciting video where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're talking about one of the most intriguing and collectible pennies out there, the 1975 1 Liberty Cent. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, stay tuned, because this coin has some rich history and hidden value that could surprise you. Let's get started. The 1975 1 Liberty Cent is part of the legendary Lincoln Penny series, which started all the way back in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The Lincoln Penny series is one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history and has seen many design changes over the years. But 1975 is a year that stands out for several reasons. This was a time when the U.S. Mint was producing pennies in large numbers. Over 5.4 billion Lincoln pennies were minted in 1975, split between the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't use a mint mark, and the Denver Mint, which featured the D Mint mark. These coins were made with the traditional composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc, which was the standard for pennies up until 1982, when the Mint switched to a cheaper copper-plated zinc composition due to rising copper prices. Now, let's talk about the design of this coin. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which first appeared in 1909. Above Lincoln's head, you see the word Liberty, a nod to the core American value of freedom. To the right of Lincoln is the date 1975, with some coins also showing a small D for the Denver Mint. The reverse side of the coin, up until 2008, featured the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny image of the statue of Lincoln inside the memorial. Surrounding the image are the words United States of America and the motto E pluribus unum, which means out of many, one. At the bottom, the denomination is spelled out as 1 cent. This iconic design became a staple in U.S. currency and is instantly recognizable. To fully appreciate the 1975 1 Liberty Cent, we need to consider the era in which it was minted. The 1970s were a tumultuous time in U.S. history. America was recovering from the economic impacts of the Vietnam War and facing the challenges of high inflation, the energy crisis, and political scandals like Watergate. The economy was in a period of stagflation, a mix of stagnation and inflation, which meant the value of the dollar was under pressure, and even small denominations like pennies were being scrutinized. This made coins like the 1975 penny an important part of everyday life for many Americans. But while millions of these pennies were minted, not all were created equal. Certain variations and minting errors have made some of these coins highly desirable for collectors today. One of the reasons why the 1975 1 Liberty Cent can be valuable is because of rare varieties and minting errors that occurred during production. While most 1975 pennies are common, there are a few specific variations that can bring significant value to collectors. One such variety is the 1975 double die error. In this type of error, some elements of the design, such as the date or the word Liberty, appear to be struck twice, giving them a doubled appearance. Coins with this error can fetch hundreds of dollars, depending on their condition. Another interesting aspect is the condition of the coin. Coins that have been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, often referred to as mint state or MS coins, can be worth much more than a circulated penny. For example, a 1975 penny graded MS 65 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) can easily be worth between $10 and $50. And rare errors or unique characteristics can increase that value significantly. So, how much is a 1975 1 Liberty Cent worth today? For a regular, circulated penny that you might find in your pocket change, the value is usually just face value, 1 cent. However, if the coin is in excellent condition, particularly in an uncirculated state, its value can jump considerably. These are the pennies most people have come across. In worn condition, they are typically worth about 1 to 3 cents due to the copper content. Coins in this condition are much more valuable. Depending on the grade, these pennies can be worth anywhere from $10 to $50. These rare coins are the most valuable, with some fetching prices upwards of $500 to even $1,000, depending on the specific error and overall condition of the coin. In recent years, collectors have paid attention to pennies made before 1982 due to their high copper content. With copper prices rising, even the metal value of the 1975 penny has become noteworthy. One copper penny contains about 2.95 grams of copper, and as copper prices fluctuate, the intrinsic metal value of these pennies becomes more significant. While it's still illegal to melt down pennies for their copper, the potential future value of the metal makes these coins an interesting long-term investment. If you happen to have a 1975 1 Liberty cent in excellent condition, you'll want to preserve it to maintain, or even increase its value over time. Here are some tips for proper coin care. Always hold coins by their edges to avoid getting fingerprints or oils on the surface. Store your valuable pennies in coin holders or plastic flips to prevent damage from air or moisture. Never clean a valuable coin. Even if a penny looks dirty, cleaning it can reduce its value by damaging the natural patina that collectors prize. Consider having your penny graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to get an official certification of its condition, which can boost its market value. So there you have it, everything you need to know about the 1975 1 Liberty cent. While it may seem like just a regular penny, its rich history, design, and the possibility of finding rare varieties make it a fascinating and potentially valuable addition to any coin collection. Whether you're in it for the history or hoping to cash in on some rare finds, this penny proves that sometimes, the smallest coins can have the biggest stories. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into rare and valuable coins. Have you checked your collection for a 1975 penny yet? Let us know in the comments below. This script emphasizes both the historical significance and the collectible value of the 1975 1 Liberty cent, providing a long and detailed narrative suitable for a YouTube video. Welcome to MY channel. In today's episode, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting with a focus on the 1976 1-cent Liberty coin. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, the history, value, and potential worth of this coin will intrigue you. We will explore its background, what makes it special, and why it might hold more value than you expect. Stay tuned to find out how this simple penny can be much more than just a small denomination. The 1976 1-cent Liberty coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, holds a significant place in the long and rich history of U.S. coinage. By 1976, the Lincoln cent had already been in circulation for 67 years, having first been introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. This coin replaced the Indian head cent and was the first American coin to feature a real historical figure rather than symbolic representations like Liberty. The 1976 penny was minted during a time of national pride and historical reflection. This was the bicentennial year of the United States, marking the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. While the U.S. Mint issued commemorative coins for the bicentennial and other denominations such as the quarter, half dollar, and dollar featuring special designs, the 1-cent coin maintained its traditional Lincoln design with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. There was no special design for the penny in 1976, which makes it historically significant for remaining consistent despite the special occasions surrounding other denominations. The front features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, which has been in use since 1909. His image is framed by the words "In God We Trust" along the top, Liberty on the left, and the year 1976 on the right. The reverse of the coin shows the Lincoln Memorial, which was added to the penny design in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This replaced the original wheat ears design. The reverse was designed by Frank Gasparo, a well-known numismatic artist. In 1976, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, which is important to note for both the coin's collectability and value. The copper content means the coin has intrinsic metal value, which fluctuates based on copper prices. Though seemingly just another year in the long line of Lincoln pennies, the 1976 penny is significant for several reasons. The coin was minted during a year of great national pride. While other denominations had special designs to commemorate the bicentennial, the penny's continued use of the classic Lincoln design shows its symbolic role in American currency and history. The decision not to alter the penny for the bicentennial highlights its place as a symbol of stability and tradition in U.S. coinage. Collectors appreciate the 1976 penny as a part of this important historical moment, even though it doesn't feature the same special designs as other coins from that year. The 1976 penny is part of the last era of predominantly copper pennies. In 1982, the U.S. Mint switched to primarily zinc pennies due to the rising cost of copper. This makes the 1976 penny part of a now diminished group of copper coins, increasing its appeal to collectors who value the metal composition. While the standard 1976 penny is common, there are a few factors that can make certain versions more valuable. The S mint mark pennies, which were only available in proof sets, are more valuable due to their limited production and superior condition. As with any coin, the condition plays a huge role in determining its value. Pennies in mint state condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher, can be worth far more than face value. Look for coins that have never been in circulation, with no wear and tear. Collectors are always on the lookout for error coins. These can include misstruck pennies, off-center strikes, or coins with doubling on the date or other features. Error coins are highly sought after and can fetch significant prices at auctions. One of the interesting aspects of older Lincoln pennies is their copper content. With 95% copper, a 1976 penny has more intrinsic value than its 1-cent face value, especially as copper prices fluctuate. The copper melt value of a 1976 penny is typically around 2 to 3 cents depending on market conditions. While it is illegal to melt down pennies for scrap, this adds an extra dimension to the coin's worth in terms of raw material. In average condition, these pennies are generally worth 1 cent to 2 cents. However, this can increase significantly based on condition. Uncirculated or mint state coins, a 1976 penny in mint condition, with an MS65 grade or higher, can be worth around $5 to $15. The value jumps if the coin is graded even higher, such as MS67 or MS68, where it could fetch $50 or more. The 1976 S-proof pennies, which were minted in limited quantities for collectors, are worth between $1 to $10 depending on condition and demand. If you're lucky enough to find a 1976 penny with an error, such as a double die or off-center strike, the value can range from $50 to several $100s depending on the rarity and visibility of the error. For some collectors, the value of a 1976 penny goes beyond its financial worth. The coin represents a unique period in U.S. history, marked by celebration, reflection, and patriotism during the country's bicentennial. Collectors who focus on coins from historically significant years often consider this penny to be a key piece in their collections. The condition or grade of a coin is one of the most important factors determining its value. Coins graded by professional services such as the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation will typically command higher prices. The demand for older pennies, especially those made of copper, has been growing among collectors. Rare variations or high-grade specimens are increasingly sought after in numismatic circles. A coin with an error, especially one that's rare or unusual, can drastically increase in value. Keep an eye out for anything that looks out of the ordinary, such as missing elements or double stamping. The 1976 1-cent Liberty coin is much more than a simple penny. Its place in American history, unique design continuity during the bicentennial year, and copper composition make it a prized piece for collectors. While many 1976 pennies are worth just face value, rare high-grade examples, proof versions, and error coins can be worth much more. If you have a 1976 penny in your collection, it might be worth examining carefully. You could be holding on to a piece of history that's far more valuable than you realize. Be sure to check for mint marks, condition, and any potential errors before deciding its true worth. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want more content on the history and value of coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Hello coin enthusiasts, welcome back to MY channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins, their history, and their immense value. Today, we have something really exciting to talk about: the 1979 1 Liberty coin. This coin holds not only historical significance but also impressive value in the world of collectors. So, if you're curious about the story behind this iconic coin, its origins, and why it's so valuable, make sure to stick around until the end of the video. Let's get started. To truly appreciate the 1979 1 Liberty coin, we must start with the coin's background. The 1 Liberty coin refers to the iconic Lincoln cent, a part of U.S. history dating back to 1909, when it was introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head penny, becoming the first American coin to feature a portrait of a historical figure. The 1979 1 Liberty coin is part of the long-standing Lincoln cent series, but this particular year holds unique distinctions. The coin was minted during a time when the U.S. Mint faced ongoing challenges, such as the rising cost of copper and increased demand for coinage. The 1970s, especially 1979, was a pivotal period that set the stage for changes in the production of coins. The 1979 1 Liberty coin features the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse front side, designed by Victor David Brenner. Brenner's design had already become an enduring symbol of American coinage by this point. The Liberty inscription to the left of Lincoln's profile and the "In God We Trust" motto above his head are emblematic features that highlight the values of the United States. The reverse side of the 1979 1 Liberty coin, commonly referred to as the Lincoln Memorial Cent, shows the Lincoln Memorial, which was first introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design replaced the original wheat ears reverse that adorned the Lincoln cents from 1909 to 1958. The Lincoln Memorial design, created by Frank Gasparo, includes the E Pluribus Unum motto, along with the words United States of America and 1 cent. One of the key features of the 1979 1 Liberty coin that collectors should pay attention to is the coin's mint mark. In 1979, these coins were produced at several U.S. mint facilities, including Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark, and San Francisco S Mint Mark. The coins struck in San Francisco during this period were largely proof coins, intended for collectors rather than general circulation. Understanding the historical context in which the 1979 1 Liberty coin was minted adds another layer to its significance. The late 1970s was a period of economic transition for the United States. Inflation rates were high, and the value of the U.S. dollar faced constant pressure. To combat rising production costs, the U.S. Mint experimented with the materials used in coinage. Though the 1979 1 Liberty coin still contained copper, the rising cost of this metal would soon lead to significant changes in the production of cents. By 1982, just a few years after the release of the 1979 1 Liberty coin, the Mint shifted from 95% copper coins to a predominantly zinc composition with only a thin copper coating. As a result, pre-1982 Lincoln cents, including the 1979 version, are often more sought after by collectors due to their higher copper content. This historical shift makes the 1979 coin an important piece, marking the end of an era for U.S. coinage. What truly sets the 1979 1 Liberty coin apart in the world of numismatics is its minting variations, which can greatly influence the coin's value. Let's take a closer look at the key variations. The 1979 1 Liberty coin produced in Philadelphia is the most common variant, with millions struck for circulation. While not rare in general, coins in mint condition or with specific errors can hold substantial value. The Denver Mint's version of the 1979 1 Liberty coin carries the D Mint mark and, like the Philadelphia variant, is widely available. However, finding a Denver minted coin in pristine, uncirculated condition increases its worth. The San Francisco Mint produced proof coins for collectors, distinguished by their sharp details and mirror-like finish. Proof coins are struck multiple times with specially prepared dies, giving them a unique appearance. Proof coins from 1979 with an S mint mark can fetch high prices, particularly if they are still in their original packaging and in perfect condition. One of the most exciting aspects for collectors is the possibility of discovering a coin with a minting error. In 1979, the U.S. Mint produced a small number of coins with noticeable variations, including filled or blocked mint marks, double strikes, and off-center strikes. These error coins are highly sought after and can significantly boost the coin's value. One of the most notable variants is the 1979's Type 1 and Type 2 proof coins, where the mint mark underwent a redesign. Type 1 has a filled S mint mark, while Type 2 features a clearer, more defined S. Type 2 is rarer, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for these proof coins. Now, let's talk about the big question: how much is the 1979 1 Liberty coin worth? While the coin's face value is 1 cent, its collector value can be significantly higher depending on factors such as condition, mint mark, and rarity. A standard 1979 1 Liberty coin that has been in circulation is generally worth between 3 and 10 cents. Although it may not seem like much, these coins are still worth more than their face value due to their copper content. Uncirculated coins, especially those in mint state condition, can fetch higher prices. A 1979 1 Liberty coin in MS65, a grade indicating a nearly perfect coin, can be valued at around $5 to $15. The better the condition, the higher the value. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint are highly sought after by collectors. A 1979's Type 1 proof coin might sell for around $3 to $5, while the rarer 1979's Type 2 proof coin can go for $15 to $25 or more, depending on its condition. As mentioned earlier, error coins are where the real value lies. Depending on the type of error and the coin's overall condition, error coins from 1979 can sell for anywhere from $50 to several $100s. A rare error, such as a significant double strike or a major off-center strike, can increase the coin's worth exponentially. The intrinsic value of the 1979 1 Liberty coin is also tied to its copper content. These pre-1982 coins contain about 95% copper, which can be worth more than the coin's face value depending on copper prices. However, melting coins for their metal content is illegal in the United States, so their collector value remains the primary driver of their worth. In conclusion, the 1979 1 Liberty coin is far more than just a simple penny. It's a piece of American history, minted during a transformative time for the nation's economy and coinage production. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, the 1979 1 Liberty coin is a valuable addition to any collection, with its variations, proof versions, and potential minting errors making it a coin worth seeking out. If you have a 1979 1 Liberty coin in your possession, make sure to check for any of the details we discussed today, as it might be worth more than you think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content on coins and their hidden value. Thank you for watching, and happy collecting. Until next time, keep those coins polished and your eyes sharp. There's a treasure waiting to be discovered in every pocket change. See you in the next video. Welcome back to MY Channel Coin Enthusiasts. In today's video we're diving deep into the world of a very special coin, the 1982 D1 Liberty Cent. This coin may seem like an ordinary penny, but hidden in its history, variations, and production details lies its potential value and significance. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about the coins jingling in your pocket, you'll want to stick around to uncover the full story and the potential worth of this unassuming coin. We'll be covering everything: its historical context, the different variations, its copper to zinc transition, and most importantly, the potential value it could hold in the current market. So, without further ado, let's begin. To truly appreciate the 1982 D1 Liberty Cent, we must first understand the historical context in which it was minted. The year 1982 was a significant turning point for the U.S. Mint and the production of pennies, or cents as they are officially called. Prior to 1982, U.S. pennies were made primarily of copper, containing about 95% copper and 5% zinc. However, due to the rising cost of copper in the early 1980s, it became more expensive to mint the penny than the coin's actual face value of 1 cent. The price of copper had skyrocketed due to global economic shifts, and the U.S. Mint had to consider alternative metals to ensure the penny could still be produced affordably. In response to this, the U.S. Treasury decided to change the composition of the penny from 95% copper to a copper-coated zinc core. The new coins would contain only about 2.5% copper, while the majority of the coin would be made of much cheaper zinc. However, the transition didn't happen overnight. In 1982, both copper and zinc pennies were minted, creating one of the most fascinating and varied years for collectors. The 1982 D1 Liberty Cent, minted in Denver, comes from this pivotal year of transition. It exists in both copper and zinc compositions, which is key to understanding its value and rarity. Now that we know about the copper to zinc transition, let's dive deeper into the specifics of the 1982 D1 Liberty Cent. This coin has two main variants. The copper version of the 1982 D penny contains the traditional 95% copper and 5% zinc composition. These coins were the last of their kind, as the U.S. Mint ceased copper penny production in mid-1982. Because of this, the copper version of the 1982 D penny holds historical significance and scarcity, which adds to its value. The zinc version, with a composition of 97.5% zinc and only a thin copper coating, became the new standard for pennies moving forward. This type of 1982 D penny is more common and less valuable than its copper counterpart. However, collectors still prize it due to its association with the transitional period of U.S. coinage. What makes the 1982 D penny particularly interesting is that it can be difficult to tell whether a coin is made of copper or zinc just by looking at it. The visual differences between the two metals are subtle. The easiest way to tell is by weighing the coin. Copper pennies weigh about 3.11 grams, while zinc pennies weigh significantly less, around 2.5 grams. As mentioned earlier, one of the key differentiators between the copper and zinc versions of the 1982 D penny is weight. If you come across a 1982 D penny and want to know whether it's made of copper or zinc, you'll need a precise scale capable of measuring in grams. This difference in weight is the most reliable way to tell the two coins apart. Keep in mind that there is a small margin of error in these measurements, but if the coin is significantly closer to 3.11 grams, it's copper, and if it's around 2.5 grams, it's zinc. If you find a 1982 D penny that weighs closer to 3.11 grams, hold on to it. It could be worth more than just a cent, depending on its condition and demand in the market. Now comes the most exciting part of this video: the potential value of the 1982 D1 Liberty Cent. The worth of this coin depends heavily on its metal composition, condition, and whether it possesses any unique features or errors. Let's break down its potential value. Copper 1982 D pennies are much scarcer than their zinc counterparts, making them more valuable to collectors. If you have one in good condition, its value can range from circulated condition 5 cents to 10 cents, due to the intrinsic value of the copper content. Uncirculated condition MS65 and above $1 to $5 or more. If the coin is in pristine condition, the value can increase dramatically. It's worth noting that since copper pennies contain real copper, they also have intrinsic metal value that can fluctuate with the market price of copper. Some collectors and investors hold on to these coins as a hedge against inflation or rising metal prices. Zinc pennies, being more common, are generally worth their face value of 1 cent unless they are in exceptional condition or possess unique errors. However, an uncirculated zinc 1982 D penny graded MS65 or higher could still fetch between 10 cents to $1. Depending on the buyer and demand point. One of the reasons why the 1982 D1 Liberty Cent is so intriguing to collectors is the potential for finding error coins. In transitional years like 1982, mistakes at the mint were more likely to occur. Some of these errors can significantly increase the value of the coin. Double die errors occur when the die used to strike the coin has been improperly manufactured, leading to a doubling of the design elements. A 1982 penny with a double die error, especially on prominent features like Liberty or the date, could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the severity and visibility of the doubling. Another potential error is an off-center strike, where the design of the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process. Off-center errors can vary in degree, and the more off-center the strike, the higher the value. Some 1982 pennies with off-center strikes have sold for $50 or more. Die cracks and cuts are small breaks in the minting die that can leave raised lines or blobs on the surface of the coin. These errors are less dramatic than double die errors or off-center strikes, but they can still add value to the coin, with some selling for around $20 or more. To sum it all up, the 1982 D1 Liberty cent is much more than just an ordinary penny. Its historical significance, particularly as part of the copper to zinc transition, makes it a fascinating piece of U.S. coinage. Whether you find a copper or zinc version, or even stumble upon a rare era coin, this penny could be worth much more than its face value. If you're looking for a relatively affordable way to start or grow your coin collection, the 1982 D penny is a great option. Keep an eye out for copper variants, high-grade coins, and those rare era coins. They could add significant value to your collection. So, next time you come across a 1982 D penny, don't just toss it aside. Weigh it, inspect it, and consider its potential worth. You might just be holding on to a small treasure. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful and want to learn more about the hidden gems in your pocket change, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a valuable penny or want to share your coin hunting tips. Stay tuned for more videos where we uncover the hidden value of everyday coins. Hey there, coin collectors and enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we are diving deep into the history, value, and hidden worth of the 1986 D1 Liberty coin, a fascinating coin with a rich background and potentially surprising worth to collectors. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know everything about its origins, how it was minted, its key characteristics, and what makes it such a valuable and sought-after piece in the world of coin collecting today. The 1986 D1 Liberty coin, commonly known as a Lincoln penny, is part of the long-standing U.S. penny series that features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln. The D Mint mark signifies that this coin was minted at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint is one of the major facilities for coin production in the United States, known for producing coins that circulate widely across the nation. Like most Lincoln pennies minted between 1982 and 2008, the 1986 D penny is made of a copper-plated zinc composition. Specifically, it contains 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. Prior to 1982, pennies were primarily made of copper, but due to rising copper prices, the composition was changed to the more cost-effective copper-plated zinc. The coin weighs approximately 2.5 grams, slightly lighter than earlier copper pennies, which weighed 3.11 grams. The obverse side features the famous bust of Abraham Lincoln designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday. This design has remained on the U.S. penny ever since, making it one of the most recognizable coins in the world. Along the top of the coin, you will find the word Liberty, which represents one of the founding principles of the United States. To the right of Lincoln's bust, the year 1986 is stamped, indicating the year of minting. Just beneath the year, on pennies minted in Denver, you'll find the D Mint mark. The reverse side features the iconic image of the Lincoln Memorial designed by Frank Gasparo. The Lincoln Memorial first appeared on pennies in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, replacing the former wheat ears design. If you look closely, you can actually see a tiny engraving of Lincoln's statue between the columns of the memorial, a testament to the intricate detailing of U.S. coin design. The reverse also bears the inscriptions E pluribus unum, which means out of many one in Latin, emphasizing the unity of the American states. Additionally, United States of America is inscribed at the top, and 1 cent appears at the bottom, indicating the coin's denomination. The year 1986 was a time of significant political, social, and economic changes in the United States. While this coin was being minted in Denver, President Ronald Reagan was midway through his second term in office, and his policies, often referred to as Reaganomics, were reshaping the American economy. Inflation had been brought under control and the economy was recovering from a severe recession earlier in the decade. While pennies were circulating freely during this period, their buying power had diminished due to inflation from previous decades. The 1980s also saw the rise of the digital revolution, which was beginning to transform industries and households. Although coins like the 1980 60 penny were still a daily part of transactions, society was on the cusp of transitioning toward digital banking and credit systems, which eventually reduced the reliance on physical currency. A key factor in understanding the value of any coin is how many were produced. In 1986, the U.S. Mint produced 4.442 billion pennies in Denver alone. This was a time of high coin production, meaning that the coin was not particularly rare at the time of minting. However, high production numbers don't necessarily mean the coin holds little value. There are other factors, such as condition, rarity of errors, and historical significance that can make certain versions of this coin worth significantly more today. One of the key elements that can significantly raise the value of a 1980 60 penny is the presence of minting errors. Error coins are always highly sought after by collectors because they are unique and often limited in number. For the 1980 60 penny, some of the errors and varieties to look out for include: this occurs when the planchet blank coin is not properly aligned during the minting process. Off-center strikes that are 10% to 50% off can fetch higher prices, especially if the coin is in good condition and the date is still visible. Sometimes, cracks form on the minting dies, resulting in raised lines on the coin. Depending on the location and size of the die crack, these coins can become quite valuable. A double die error occurs when the die used to strike the coin has a misalignment, resulting in a coin with doubled features. If you notice doubling in the lettering or Lincoln's image, your coin could be worth far more than face value. These error coins can sell for $50 to hundreds of dollars depending on the severity and rarity of the error. When determining the value of your 1980 60 penny, condition is critical. Coins are graded on a scale known as the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 poor to 70 mint state. Most of the 1980 60 pennies found in circulation will show signs of wear, such as scratches, fading, and smoothed out features. These coins are generally worth between 1 cent and 10 cents depending on the degree of wear. Coins that have never been used in transactions and retain their original luster are known as uncirculated. A 1980 60 penny in MS65 condition mint state 65 can be worth around $2 to $5. The key to uncirculated coins is the lack of any signs of wear and tear. The most valuable 1980 60 pennies are those graded MS67 or higher. In these grades, the coin's value can reach $30 to $60, and higher grade coins have been known to fetch $100 or more at auctions. Coins in these conditions are incredibly rare, especially from high mintage years like 1986. While the face value of a 1980 60 penny is obviously just 1 cent, its real worth lies in the factors that appeal to coin collectors. As mentioned earlier, error coins from this year can be worth a significant amount of money. Pennies in mint state condition, especially in MS67 and above, are rare and highly sought after. Even though this coin was minted in large quantities, it represents an important period in U.S. history, both economically and politically. During the Reagan era, coins from the 1980s are becoming more collectible as time passes. The 1980 60 penny, especially in higher grades, is now starting to attract more attention from numismatists and hobbyists. The 1980 61 cent Liberty coin might seem like an ordinary penny at first glance, but as we've seen, it holds far more value than its face suggests. From its historical significance to the potential for valuable errors, and especially the value of well-preserved specimens, this penny can be a small but important part of any collection. If you happen to come across one of these in your pocket change, check for errors, examine its condition, and consider having it professionally graded. You might just find that it's worth more than you expected. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video valuable, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and click the bell icon so you never miss out on future videos covering fascinating coins just like this one. Until next time, happy collecting! Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most iconic coins from recent U.S. history, the 1996 1-cent Liberty coin. You may have a few of these in your pocket or stashed away in an old coin jar. But what if I told you that this humble penny carries not only a fascinating history but also could be worth much more than just a cent? The 1996 1-cent Liberty coin is part of the long-running Lincoln Cent series. which has been in continuous production since 1909. The design of this coin pays tribute to one of the most admired figures in American history, Abraham Lincoln. Before we dive into the specifics of the 1996 penny, let's take a brief look at the journey that led to its creation. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, the coin featured the profile of Lincoln on the obverse, which replaced the Indian head cent design. This marked the first time a U.S. president's likeness was used on a circulating coin. Lincoln's image has remained on the penny ever since, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Throughout its run, the Lincoln cent has seen a number of changes. The reverse of the coin originally featured two wheat stalks, commonly known as the wheat penny, until 1959, when it was changed to the Lincoln Memorial to commemorate the 150th anniversary of his birth. The 1996 penny still carries this iconic Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse. Now, let's zoom in on the specific details of the 1996 1-cent Liberty coin. Like all Lincoln cents produced since 1982, the 1996 penny was minted using copper-plated zinc. Prior to 1982, Lincoln cents were made mostly of copper, but due to rising costs, the U.S. Mint switched to a composition of 97.5% zinc with just 2.5% copper plating. The coin weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, with a smooth edge. The obverse side shows the classic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the words Liberty and the mint year 1996 displayed prominently. The reverse side features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, with the inscription 1 cent, United States of America, and E pluribus unum. In 1996, over 12 billion Lincoln cents were minted across 3 U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint produced more than 6 billion pennies, Denver followed closely with over 5 billion, and the San Francisco Mint produced a smaller number of proof coins for collectors. Most 1996 pennies from the Philadelphia Mint do not have a mint mark, while those from Denver bear the D Mint mark. San Francisco minted pennies, on the other hand, feature an S mark and are distinguished by their superior finish due to their proof quality. Now, let's get to the exciting part: what makes the 1996 1-cent Liberty coin valuable. At face value, this coin is worth 1 cent, but certain factors can make it worth significantly more to collectors. First, condition plays a major role. The 1996 penny is common in circulated condition, but finding one in uncirculated or mint state can fetch a higher price. For circulated coins, their value typically stays at 1 cent, but if you're lucky enough to come across a coin in MS65 condition or higher that's mint state, the value increases. MS65 examples from the Philadelphia or Denver mints can be worth around $10 to $20, depending on market conditions. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint can also be quite valuable. These coins were not meant for circulation, and because of their special finish and limited numbers, a 1996 S-proof penny in perfect condition could be worth around $5 to $10. But that's not all. The real jackpot with the 1996 penny comes with rare varieties and errors. Coin collectors love coins with minting mistakes because they are rare and can be worth much more than regular coins. Some key errors you should be on the lookout for include the famous double die error and off-center strikes. A 1996 double die penny could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the severity and clarity of the doubling. Similarly, an off-center strike can also command high prices, with severe examples fetching $50 to $200, depending on the misalignment. If you're wondering how to find out whether your 1996 penny is worth more than a cent, it's important to inspect it closely. Start by checking the condition. The shinier and more pristine, the better. Next, look for any unusual characteristics like doubling on the date or letters, or whether the strike is off-center. Using a magnifying glass or coin microscope can help you spot these details. Once you've found a potentially valuable coin, it's time to have it graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Graded coins are much more valuable to collectors, as they provide an official assessment of the coin's condition. After getting your coin graded, you can sell it through online auction platforms like eBay or through a reputable coin dealer. While most 1996 pennies won't make you rich overnight, there's potential for long-term appreciation in value, especially for coins in pristine condition or those with rare errors. Pennies from the 1990s are still relatively easy to find in circulation, but as time goes on, high-quality specimens will become rarer, driving up their value. Even if your 1996 penny isn't worth much now, holding on to it might be a smart investment for the future. Collecting coins is about patience, and as the numismatic market changes, what's common today could be tomorrow's treasure. So, whether you're a casual collector or a serious numismatist, the 1996 1-cent Liberty coin is a piece of American history that's worth keeping an eye on. Its rich legacy, potential for valuable errors, and the prospect of future appreciation make it a fascinating addition to any collection. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of rare and valuable coins. And remember, every penny counts when it comes to coin collecting. Subscribe button, links to other coin videos. Welcome to MY channel. In today's video we're diving deep into the world of numismatics with a fascinating piece of American coinage, the 1997 1-cent Liberty coin. This video will cover the full history of this iconic coin, exploring its design, minting process, and any unique attributes that make it stand out. We'll also go over its current market value, how to spot rare variations, and why this little penny might just be worth more than you think. If you're a collector or just curious about coin values, stick around until the end, because we're going to break down everything you need to know to determine its worth. Let's get started. The 1-cent Liberty coin, more commonly known as the Lincoln penny, holds an enduring place in U.S. coinage history. The 1997 Lincoln cent is part of this legacy, minted during the final years before a major change in the composition and design of the penny that would occur in the early 21st century. The design of the 1997 penny features a bust of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. This iconic portrait has been in use since 1909, commemorating the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The obverse front features Lincoln's profile, with the word Liberty inscribed to his right, while the date 1997 appears just below. A small letter D under the date signifies that this particular coin was minted in Denver, one of the U.S. Mint's most important production facilities. On the reverse back side of the coin, you'll find the famous image of the Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been in place since 1959. Surrounding the memorial are the inscriptions, United States of America, and the Latin phrase E pluribus unum, out of many, one. Beneath the memorial is the denomination. 1 cent. The 1997 penny was minted at the Denver Mint, a facility with a long history of producing U.S. coins. Established in 1906, the Denver Mint is one of the main branches of the United States Mint and is known for producing coins marked with the D Mint mark. In 1997, the Denver Mint produced an impressive 4.6 billion pennies, making this a common coin, though there are still interesting aspects to consider when it comes to variations and condition. By 1997, the composition of the penny had long since changed from the original copper design. Due to rising costs and metal prices, the U.S. Mint decided to alter the penny's metal content in 1982. From that point onward, pennies including the 1997 coin were made of 97.5% zinc with a thin 2.5% copper plating. This transition to a copper-plated zinc planchet blank coin was designed to maintain the penny's appearance while reducing costs. Although visually identical to pre-1982 pennies, These coins are lighter and more susceptible to wear and tear over time due to the zinc core. Even though the 1997 D penny had a high mintage, not every 1997 D coin is created equal. Condition plays a significant role in determining a coin's value, but certain rare errors and variations can also make a huge difference. Let's take a closer look at what collectors are searching for when it comes to the 1997 D penny. Some 1997 D pennies may have minting errors, and these can make the coin more valuable. Common error types include: small cracks in the die used to strike the coin can result in visible lines or breaks on the coin's surface. These occur when the coin is not properly aligned during the striking process, leaving part of the design missing or uneven. This happens when the die strikes the coin twice, creating a double image on certain parts of the design, usually in the lettering or date. While double die errors are most famously found in older coins, it's always worth checking your 1997 D penny carefully for subtle doubling, especially on Lincoln's face or the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Coins are graded on a scale from per P1 to mint state MS70, with higher grades meaning better condition and greater value. A 1997 D penny in circulated condition showing somewhere is usually worth only its face value 1 cent. However, in uncirculated condition showing no signs of wear, especially in grades of MS65 or higher, the value can increase significantly. Now, let's discuss the most important part: the value of the 1997 D penny. While this coin is relatively common, it can be worth more than just a cent depending on its condition and other factors. Most 1997 D pennies in circulated condition are worth only face value, 1 cent. Since billions were produced, they are still commonly found in everyday pocket change, and their market value is generally tied to their condition and rarity of error variations. In uncirculated condition, the 1997 D penny can be worth more. Pennies in MS65 condition, meaning no visible wear, and only minor imperfections, typically sell for between 30 cents to $1.50. While this might not seem like a lot, it's still significantly more than the coin's face value. Proof coins, which are specially struck for collectors, were not produced at the Denver Mint in 1997 but rather at the Philadelphia or San Francisco Mint. These coins are produced with a higher level of detail and shine, and while they don't bear the D mint mark, they are part of the broader context of Lincoln cent collecting for this era. If you happen to find a 1997 D penny with an error such as those mentioned earlier, off-center strikes, double die errors, etc., or one that is graded MS67 or higher by a professional grading service, the value can increase dramatically. Some error coins and high-grade examples have sold for as much as $50 to $100 or more at auctions, depending on the rarity of the error and the demand among collectors. While the 1997 D penny is not currently a rare coin, its value could increase in the future, especially for high-grade specimens or rare error coins. As time goes on, more of these pennies will fall out of circulation, and those in the best condition could become more sought after by collectors. Additionally, as the United States continues to debate the future of the penny, there's always a possibility that the denomination could be discontinued. If that were to happen, even common pennies like the 1997 D could see a rise in value due to their historical significance and nostalgia. The 1997 D 1-cent Liberty coin is an excellent example of modern U.S. coinage with a rich history that ties back to over a century of Lincoln penny production. While its value today may not seem significant at first glance, error coins and high-grade examples hold potential for collectors and investors alike. Keep an eye out for rare variations and uncirculated coins in your collection. Your pocket change might just hold a hidden treasure. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin videos. Let us know in the comments if you've come across any rare 1997 D pennies or other valuable coins in your collection. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!